What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. So, for those who are just joining me now, we are working on some of the DLC. We've already completed the main game. However, along with the DLC, the specific missions that... look, got a new marker. But the specific missions that they came up with, there are also lots of spots on the original map that have been added. And that means there's lots of things for me to explore and to discover. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to be investigating a murder scene, but I am also going to look to see what this question mark is, and I have a feeling it's... Ah! Get off of me. I got a feeling it's going to be a monster nest. Let me put a insect oil on my... Where is it? Where is my insect oil? There it is. God damn it. Come here, spider. I hate you so much. Oh, you're such a pain in the ass. I don't know what the trick is to fighting these things. Oh good, there's a giant one behind me. Piss off. Man, these things suck. Holy crap. Jesus, these are a pain in the ass.
Come on, come closer.
No. You don't get to run away, little shit. Was he trying to bind me? By running around me? Oh my god, what a pain in the doodah.
Monster nest. Best destroyed with a dancing star or grape shot.
Well, I don't care what you destroy it with, just kill it. Man. So that's another thing, guys, as I continue to explore these lands I haven't been in before. Everything here is a tough fight. Like, seriously, everything I've encountered has been a challenging fight. Even just, like, regular wolves that I was encountering. So that's probably another monster nest over here. And I'm going to guess it over here is either bandits or an abandoned town. But I mean, look at all these question marks, and they're all serious business. Bandit camp. Yep, that's a bandit camp I've been to and couldn't do anything about because they were too tough. I'm sure whatever was guarding that was way too much for me. But it's good because you don't want DLC added on that you can just like kind of walk right on through like and not have any challenge whatsoever, because then, you know, what's the entire point? What are you? Is that a bear? It's a bear. What level are you, bear? Level 34 bear. Well, whatever, that bear can keep to himself. But it's funny, I feel like I'm right back to... What? I feel like I'm right back to square one. Like when we first started the game and how tough everything was to deal with. Again, like neckers, just like when the first time we encountered them. Not tough when you're fighting them one at a time, but when they gang up on you, they make a mess of you pretty quick. And I heard something big thumping about over there. That's probably a Cyclops. Is that what you are? Oh, it's a golem. What was a golem considered? A relic? Or an auguroid? Elementa? Yeah, alright. Just want to know what to use on my sword. Because we barely made a dent. Well, that hurt. Nothing. God damn. Well, gotta fix our gear because we're busting our sword on this guy. I know I've not been particularly talkative during this fight, but I'm concentrating. Ooh, he's not like super high like higher level than me, but I mean he's just really tough. I also need to put more proper oil on this. You don't realize while you're playing like how quickly those charges run out. Well, Geralt, good way to run right into his attack. Nope, not getting caught by that. You're ugly. Wish there was a better trick to fighting these guys. But there really isn't.
Shit.
At least not that I've discovered. Got him below half at least. Nope, you ain't hit me with that again. I'm bad enough of that attack. Ow. Oop. That was hurting us. That was hurting us. Let's back away. Let's put on some more elemental oil. Speaking of which, how bad is our sword hint? It's hurting. How's our armor doing? Eh.
Not good.
Come on. Damn.
Die.
Hey. That's not what I meant to do. That was me attempting to roll out of the way, but instead we decided to loot a body. Ooh, he actually caught us that time. Ooh, he caught us again. Not cool, man. Not cool.
Damn it.
Oh, he's going down. He's going down. Ah, next hit. He's done. Yeah. Igor Desai's journal. Whew, what a fight. Notebook documenting research undertaken for their dissertation on the workings and construction of golems, based on the work of Master Alzur. Written by Igor Desai, a student at the Banard Academy. Only a portion of the notes have survived. Day 134. I came across the remains of a destroyed golem in the swamps outside Vizima, sorry. Words cannot describe the rage that overcame me. The brickmakers who keep a settlement ready told me that this act of vandalism was perpetuated by some white-haired witcher. I had heard the members of that guild were vile horsens, but to stoop to that. Day 163. The idea struck me that I might find something of use in Oxford Academy archive. I managed, with great difficulty, to cross the Pontar, but once in Oxford, I met with an unpleasant surprise. The academy has been closed. Luckily, I was able to gain entry thanks to the help of a professor acquaintance of mine. Thank you, Slavoy. I thus was able to dig out a few dust-covered beauties, and eureka! Near the village of Hedel, there's a tower which purportedly once served as a workshop to none other than the Master Alzur himself. What's going on, It's Blue Forces? Day 163. It's Blue is asking, what's your TV resolution again? I don't remember. I know it's an HD TV. I don't remember the resolution exactly. Day 164. I made it to the tower. It's inhabited. A rather eccentric gentleman has made it a roost for his flock of harpies. I saw him feed their chicks pork. Inconceivable. But let's return to our core concern. The tower, which this loon has turned into a harpy nest, truly might have once been Elzer's workshop. That means this might be the very place where he conducted his research into golems. Day 165. It's here, standing motionless in a stone circle. The local peasants think it's merely a strangely formed boulder. But then again, how could such bumpkins ever guess they pass a masterpiece of magic construction on the way to feed their chickens? I've already finished a lightning conductor, or I've already fastened a lightning conductor. It's a shame there are no druids nearby. If I hadn't slept through my course of meteorological magic, I'd summon a storm myself. But as it is, I can but wait, patiently or otherwise. Been sitting on these cold stones, waiting for a change in the weather so long my bowels have almost frozen, but it's finally here. I must stop writing now, for drops are falling on my notebook and smearing my notes. The first rumblings of thunder sound in the distance. I cannot contain my excitement. Soon, the golem shall live again. And look what happened. He smashed your head in. So it wasn't exactly worth it, was it, buddy? Okay. I need to take a quick drink because now I'm all cotton-mouthed after reading all of that. Alright, so I'm going to go a little out of my way. Those more... Oh, wild dogs. Really? That other one died? Alright. Oh, he came out of nowhere. Alright. Not enough wild dogs. Okay. Will you stop attacking me? I'm just trying to kill monsters. Just trying to kill monsters and bandits and whatnot. Raw meat. It's Blue Forces is asking, are you thinking about getting a 4K TV with HDR in the future? No. I mean, if I get a 4K TV at some point, it will be when 4K TVs are just the standard TV. Like, I don't have any particular need for it. I mean, I know they look, you know, they look good and all, but I'm fine with an HD TV. And not only that, but I mean, the main thing is, like, right now especially, they're pretty goddamn expensive, and I do not have the money to waste on that. You know, money that would be going towards that TV should be going towards maintenance of my car, groceries, getting my teeth fixed, you know, stuff like that. That's why, you know, anybody that can afford that stuff, like, awesome, man, good for them. You know, it's awesome if they can afford it. I wish I could, but got way too many other expenses to deal with. And honestly, if I was gonna buy something like, I'm not saying it's frivolous, but you know, stuff that I don't really absolutely have to spend money on a TV. Like, I would rather buy better PA equipment for running shows. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to, but like, you know, like a PA system. I need better speakers and... Oh, you jerk! Don't do that. Stick around. There you go. I said don't fly away. But yeah, I need like better. I mean, I need better, much lighter speakers than what I have, because I have these old customs that weigh a ton, and they suck. They suck just carrying in and out of my car, or out of my Jeep rather, to a to a venue on the first floor. But when you got to go up steps with these things, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So I would try to invest money in something that was much lighter weight. Now, where are the dead wraith bodies? Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, I would like my spooky wraith stuff, please. And then there was this one over here. Alright. There's... And what did I say earlier, guys? I said it's probably going to be an abandoned village. Hello, herbalist.
What?
It's Blue Forces is asking, why are games so expensive?
Got
well,
anything interesting?
here's one idea of why they cost so much to make. Look at when you finish a game, watch the credits roll, and look at how many people are involved in the game, and then think about how every single one of those people had to get paid for the job that they did to make the game. That alone is an extreme amount of money, even for the most simplistic games. Voice actors cost a lot, animators cost a lot, programmers cost a lot, the writers, the people who actually write the story, they're not cheap. Then all the actual technology and whatnot, you have to license everything. Like if you're going to use a certain engine or make a new one. But even if you're using existing game engines, like you have to pay for the right to use it. Like I say, if somebody uses the Unreal engine, even though that's been around forever, that program has been around a long, long time, you still need to pay to use it, because otherwise you can't publish your game. Then you got to pay all the expenses of publishing it itself, like to do all the production costs. The costs go way up, way fast. Yeah, wow, indeed. I mean, it really is impressive when you think about how much goes into the game, because it's not like when I was a kid and the Atari 2600 was out. You could have one person program and make a game, and that was all that was necessary. Wait, I forgot to check and see what that was. But yeah, like it literally would be one person, maybe two people would like create a game. Like somebody could do a Pac-Man version, 2600 version, Atari 2600 version of Pac-Man, and one guy could program that. But it doesn't work that way when you're talking about games like this. Here's another thing. Think about this. Music. Think of the music that goes into these games. Like the orchestration.
Farewell.
Like, is it going to have like a lot of these songs in this game has a lot of actual like real singing, like people are actually singing in it, plus all the instruments being played, so you got to hire all these people to go into a studio and create this music. That's more money added to it. That's even more expenses that you got to deal with. And it just keeps those costs, they just keep going up and up. Which is why, when the games come out, when a game gets released, and even if it seems to be well respected, if the game doesn't sell a lot, it doesn't make the publisher comfortable about releasing a follow-up. Like, let's say the first Witcher game totally flopped and no one gave a crap about it. Even if the game was amazing, but just it didn't have the hype behind it. and then no one bought it, then there probably wouldn't be a sequel because no one would really feel comfortable spending money, ghouls, but they wouldn't want to spend their money on funding another game. Because what if they fund another game and then that game flops as well? Then they are out. They're not out like thousands of dollars. They're out millions of dollars. You know, a top tier game costs millions. And you have to hope, because it's a money making business. You have to hope to sell enough units, enough copies of the game to make a profit. If you break even, that's great, but then that's no reason to make another one. You don't want to break even. You want to sell copies. You want to profit. You want to make more and make a lot of money. Yeah, you're dead, and there's your friends. That's not what I meant to do.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh, don't surround me. Oh, just be ghouls. Just ghouls. No owl ghouls, please. Like I know the types of costs that go into just making music, like making a an album of just regular music, and that can be extremely expensive. Like if you're trying to do a really professional job, because you got to hire. Again, you got to hire a producer. You got to hire someone who knows how to mix. You got to spend all the time in the studio. Get everything recorded properly, and all the time spent in the studio is expensive. And that's just music. That's not even the artists that go into making a game, you know. That's why I don't complain that games cost as much as they do.
Smells like solutions, reagents. Wonder what's cooking.
Oh. But like, I don't complain that games cost as much as they do, because I understand why they cost as much as they do. I'll just complain that I can't afford to get games whenever I want. But that's not the game maker's fault, so I don't blame them. They're trying to make a living too. Alright, what's going on in here? What foul things are a-brewing?
Smells of... they were cooking Fistech. Took most of the equipment, only left what was broken.
It's Blue Force is saying, I'm excited about getting Detroit Become Human, Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, and pre-ordering Black Ops 4. What's taking so long releasing The Wolf Among Us 2 and The Walking Dead Season 4? I don't know. I mean, depending on, on individual talents, like, it could also be, what they have to prioritize. Like, the companies may not be prioritizing The Wolf Among Us or Walking Dead, after they were, obviously, Batman was their hot item at the time, so they were spending most of their money and investment on that. So now maybe they'll get on it a little more, and those games will be scheduled for release a little sooner. Who knows? But I mean, again, it all depends on the production company and what kind of budget that they have as to how much they can spend on on the game. Sometimes they have to wait until they've made enough money over sales to be able to fund the next game. So if enough people bought that last chapter of Batman, it might help them to get a little more on the ball with their next game, whether it's The Wolf Among Us or Walking Dead. Uh-oh, warning letter.
True as true can be. Dangerous trade narcotics.
I was going to say, I think this Fistech is like this game's version of meth. Kluivert. Mate, you gotta keep your eyes peeled wide open. Someone's taken an interest in your work. They want to make you an offer you're not gonna be able to refuse. In your shoes, I'd pack it up and go hide somewhere far away. Zercania, for example. Roderick. Yeah, probably. It looks like he took off.
Open window. Boot print on the bed. Somebody was in a hurry.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Is that blood? Can't tell. Alright, well, dude went out.
Footprints.
Window.
Uneven. Someone ran through here. Winds howling.
Winds howling. What does that have to do with anything here? Thanks for the like. It's Blue. Have a good day, man. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend.
Stopped here for a second, hid, then ran on.
So this guy had someone hot on his heels, or he was just ducking out of the way. You can't do that now. I can do whatever I want. Uh-oh.
Scar on his forehead. Must be Kluivert. Bolt in the back. Went in deep, so a close range shot. From the village, what that direction looks like.
Okay. Look for signs of the man who shot the bolt using your Witcher senses. Alright. So he had a nice ranged crossbow or something and nabbed him from up close. Actually, hold on. Got hit in the back, so it should be over here. Oh, something red over there? Yeah. What do I see here? Stop spinning around.
Crossbow bolt and footprints deep. Shooter must have been wearing heavy armor.
Alright. So he's a soldier. Or a mercenary. New marker, Bowden.
Hoofprints leading towards the hill. Someone's still there.
Gotta take a swig of soda, guys. I only say that to explain why I am silent all of a sudden. Alright, so that's where the footprints are going. But there's stuff to loot over here, and that's what we're gonna do. So what happened to this town? Was it sacked? Did the villagers just abandon it and not come back? Were they arrested and removed? You know, something clearly happened. Blood on the floor. So I'm gonna guess people were straight up killed. Okay, this is where we started. Let's go back over here where we had all the hoof prints to follow. Oh, lovely. Drowners. And the wonderful sounds they make.
Ugly bastard.
Yeah. And now you're all dead. That's what you get for being drowners. So is this one horse that we're following, or is this a couple of horses that went down the same path? Ah. What have we here?
Come on, come closer.
What's up, fellas?
How do you wish to die? Faster, for fuck's sake! Rise, brothers, and trample the serpent! Spells! Spells!
Oh, fallen knight. Thought I said, oh, you shot your friend. Good job, jerk. Ow.
Brave Erowicha.
Not good.
You have no shield to protect yourself with.
Come on. Damn.
And that's that. Oh, I'm going to explore it. First, I'm going to take all their stuff. Because that's what I do. I like that Roach suddenly decided to join me. I must have double-clicked the button while I was dancing around fighting. Alright, so... lots of meth. Thunder's Journal. There are a few poems and abstract drawing in the journal. Most of it is incomprehensible scribbling. I was transferred to this smuggling spot. Again. I love this job more than any other, for there's not much to do. Just sit all day waiting for buyers, and naturally, when a man's bored, he has good merchandise right under his nose. Ha ha ha. We'll give it a sniff or two. Besides, sometimes someone shows who doesn't like our profession, or who tries to cheat us, and we get to give that gentle someone the treatment he deserves. Ugh, all this writing's worn me out. So I think I'll see if I can sniff up, ha ha ha, a bit of R&R, then I'll write a poem. Margin note. Watch it dance, the world's heaving, turning. Instants pass and answer all life's yearning. Count it up, the sand flying through the glass. Slurp life down, let its pickle end your fast. Chemicals course and satisfaction slowly fades. Flesh enlists in ecstasy as bliss plows your veins, and doom spreads its wares on your life's cracked remains. Alright. Orders. Thunder, I'm warning you, snort that much fist stack again and you'll end up in dead white wood just like that mad fist fiend Peter. Your job's to sell the product, not inhale it. Blazing hells. Expect a pickup today. M. So whoever M is has been popping up in a couple things that we've been reading. So I got a feeling whoever M is... and that was trying to loot. Picking up a lot of fist tech. And what do we have in here? Ooh, Order of the Flaming Rose. Trousers diagram, untranslated. Letter with orders, bunch of florins. Alright. Diagram written in an unknown tongue, requiring translation. Drawings show various stages of crafting trousers. Letter with orders. Louis, did you get that diagram from Rob? I guess it's Rob. Made any progress? As soon as you make out so much as a word, write directly to me, because that twat Rob will try something tricky. We're sitting on a gold mine, mate. We just gotta work out what's scribbled on those papers, and we'll be chasing buyers off with a broom. So leave off raiding and robbing for the time being. Just sit in camp and work your noggin so you think of something. Ulrich. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, explore the night's camp. So we're not even done exploring it. Alright, real quick. Before I forget, I earned some cards for my Gwent deck. Gaunter O'Dim. Interesting. So that is what I thought, that he's neutral, so he can be in any one of these decks. Move agile units to whichever valid row maximizes their strength. Don't move units already in optimal row. Okay, that's kind of pointless. Passive. Doubles the strength of all spy cards. Affects both players. Ooh. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's one of those things where if you were going to consider using that, you would be... You pretty much would have to prepare, like, say if you got a spy card that was worth 4 and you used it, you're giving your opponent 4 points. But if it doubles it automatically, then you're giving your opponent 8 points. So you would have to... You'd have to scorch that card if you can. Unless you've got them just so, you know, busted up that it doesn't matter. Man. Yeah, I don't think I would want to use that because it's... Oh, here we go. I just think that if I used that, I'd be giving myself more trouble than anything else. Orders to attack Bowden. Alright, let's take it. Let's read it. I've heard rumors the abandoned village of Bowden's abandoned no more. A pack of common bandits have moved in and made it into their own little fish tech manufactory. We cannot allow this. I'm issuing the order to attack the village and exterminate the vermin. We'll make an example, strike some terror in everyone's hearts. Haul any equipment and supplies to a lab northwest of Brunwich. Destroy everything else, Ulrich. Investigate the Fallen Knight's lab. That sounds to me like the Fallen Knights here were the ones that were supposed to investigate that, right? And then instead of investigating like they were told to do, they opted instead to take over all of the Fistech and equipment that they found and use it for themselves. Alright, well, let's head over that way. Alright, hold on. Clearly we're gonna have to fight them. First of all, it's awesome looking gear, but my gear is better. So, alright. Insect. What's up, ugly?
Come on, closer.
Man, I am hurting. You know what? If we can avoid fighting those things. There. At least giving myself a chance to heal up a little bit, because those little bastards can seriously suck. Oh, look at this.
Oh, come on.
So it was another Fallen Knight base. That's right, I set him on fire, and then I froze him. I'm not really casting spells. I'm just kind of using a power. It's not the same thing. But I don't expect you guys to understand. You're just ignorant bastards who want to try to kill me. And you don't know why. You don't know why you want to kill me. You just know that you want to. And now that guy's got no head. And neither does he.
Damn it.
And now... and I'll let Shieldy McGee follow me up the steps while I chop his friend in half.
Well, how long you gonna make me wait? Not good.
Dead. And that's the end of that. How do you feel now, Headless? Flaming Rose Scouting Report. Day 1. 2 skint arsewipes from the nearby village drove a cow by. We'd not mind a bit of beef, but these hayseeds were too pathetic to rob. Poor as dirt and stinking of the sty. So we let them go. Seed cart doing the Brunwich-Oxenford route, not worth it. Day 2. Dull, 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 roads empty. Day 3. Caught sight of a military transport in the distance, heavily guarded, carrying barrels in their wagons, wine most like, or herring. Weapons, now that would have been worth a try. Lads got bored silly by evening, so they went cavorting with 2 wenches come to hunt mushrooms in the woods. After they had had their fun, I forced them to let the lasses go. Here's hoping they come back quick with some menfolk from their village. Give us some entertainment. Okay. So obviously these guys are doing nothing but trying their absolute damnedest to rob and hurt anyone that they can. So once again, we definitely don't feel bad about killing all those guys. Oh, I gotta fix my sword. So something I had mentioned before that I wish you could do, when I was saying how I wish, in many games I wish this could be done, but I wish particularly with this game, I wish that you could like kind of have your own home base, so to speak, and people that you meet that you become allied with, that they go back there and they kind of hang out and wait for you. That sword was almost broken, by the way. Let's see. 92, 83, 86. But yeah, because part of it, what I think would be cool was even if it was like not necessarily fully fleshed out characters like the regular NPCs that you run into, like the characters like Yen and whatnot. But if you had like just like particularly tough like mercenaries, so to speak, or you know, just people who you bring into the fold that are really tough, it would be cool if you could use this, like the different swords and armor and whatnot that you could create, and that you could give it to them, or stuff that you find that you could give it to these people that you meet along the way. I think that'd be pretty rad. Because like, look, I'm getting like this cool looking armor and stuff, but I can't use it. So it's you know, it's no good to me. But if I had assistants, if I had, you know, if I had soldiers, you know, that were on my side, and you could send them out on missions or whatever, and the better equipment that they have, the better that, you know. Let's say there's rumor of like a bandit camp somewhere, and you could send your people out there to take care of the bandit camp, and the better prepared, the better gear that you give them, the better odds of success that they would have of being able to, you know, handle the bandits. And if the bandits were at a particularly, you know, more difficult level, and you know, you'd obviously they'd be at risk of being killed. Your people would be at risk of being killed or you know, or captured, which would give you reason to even have people that could be spies or scouts. These are the kinds of things that, like, hey, you know, like, if I had the ability or the means, I would love to be able to write for games, not just, you know, it's down there. There's somebody down there. But not just write for games, but also, like, you know, I wish I knew how to code. I wish I knew how to make stuff like that. I would love to have a game where you could do all that kind of stuff. You know, a game like this where it has a very strong story centered around your lead character, but you could do a lot more with other characters. Assassin's Creed touched on that a bit. Hello, Fallen Knight.
What's this? Order of the Flaming Rose have a new seat? Not too shabby.
You listen, vagrant. Dunno why you're here, but take my advice. Go back to wherever you came from.
So, why are you still standing there? I need to smash your plate in?
Wondering what you got inside, 'cause it reeks of fist tech to me. Mind if I have a look, brethren?
Aye, we'd mind. Very much so.
Enough of these games. I'm counting to 3, and you're gonna be gone when I'm done. Got it? 1, 2...
3.
Stinky! Here, Witcher, Witcher!
Never mind.
Oh, they're not easy. Not good getting surrounded. And this is what we do to this world's version of meth dealers. A rusty key. Okie doke. Not locked anymore, is it? Fish tech. Fish tech. Dwarven spirit. Fish tech. Mushrooms. 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 Sumerian rye. Pamaram. Pamaram. I bet I know what's over here. Fistic. Fistic. No? There we go. You guys have a lot more stuff than just Fistic. I see you all walking around over there. curious. Not really anything. Unless it's... there's really nothing. Hey, how's it going? You realize you're stuck in the floor? It's actually gonna let me meditate. Amazing. So, you don't have a problem with me being in here?
Bloody hell! Who the devil are you?
I'm a witcher, or as your brethren prefer to call me, a mutant, a freak.
You shouldn't be in here.
Well, I am.
And Knights of the Flaming Rose shouldn't be murdering humans or producing drugs.
True. We shouldn't. We're supposed to defend the downtrodden, spread faith in the eternal fire. But Radovid tricked us. He broke his oath, sent our brethren to the front as common grunts, and once the mighty order was bled dry, he disbanded us.
Oh well.
Took our lands, confiscated our domains to finance his war. The brethren who didn't object were appointed mage hunters. Those who took umbrage dared to stand up to him. They were imprisoned or exiled.
Oh well.
We're but a handful who still wear the colours. And we must find a new place in this world.
So you turned rogue? That your idea? Wonder what Siegfried of Denel would say.
Siegfried of Denel would... But how do you even... I know you. You're Geralt of Rivia, Jacques de Aldersberg's killer.
None other. And if I had to go back, I'd do it again.
That was the start of our downfall. You were the beginning. Accursed mutant! Draw your blade!
No need to yell. Just ask, politely.
Oh, this guy wants to die. Alright, no, that's fine. Alright, hold on. You people, just calm down. I need to put this on my blade. And get ready to murder all of you. Because you're a bunch of morons.
Time to end this.
Oh, no. That was not a monster. That was me. I had a soda burp that kind of found its way up.
Not good.
Ooh, I am almost dead. And actually, you know what I should do? That way, if I do get hit from time to time, it's going to hurt them.
Time to end this.
Man, it is pretty nasty when you realize that, like, just a simple attack is him, like, running someone through real quick. Basically, like, poking them with that sword. Oh, Rick, you're about to die. How's it feel, dude? How you feel, dude? Duh.
Shit.
And you're dead. You and all your friends are dead. And I don't care. I don't feel bad for any of you. Oh wait, no, let's light that up. I remember in the beginning of this game when I was getting Fist Tech and I didn't know what it was, I just kept collecting it. It's like, oh, I don't want to sell that. It was like, it could be something valuable. Like, I thought maybe I could use it in alchemy or something. So I was like, oh, just keep holding on to all this. And it turns out, no, not so much. Oh, we knew we were going to be over encumbered. That was only a matter of time. So what that means is when we're done here, and I start to walk out, I will simply call Roach, and I will use him to travel to our next location. Go to the woman who hired me. Yeah, that's right. That's what this mission was, killing all of them for revenge. So ultimately what I would like to do is go back to our friends who talk like certain cat folk from Elder Scrolls and do some trading with them because they got lots of money. And how do I know they have lots of money? Because I gave them lots of money. Okay, there's nothing but mushrooms over that way, so I really haven't... Stop that. Just casually walk our way out of here. Just la-di-dying. La-di-dee, da-di-dee, da-di-da. Oh, Roach! What are you doing back there? Roach, what are you doing all the way on the top of that hill? Were you high on Fistek? Is that what's going on? Is my horse on Fistek? Roach!
Come on, Roach.
Roach, you're doing weird stuff, my friend.
Slow now. Whoa.
Okay, first, let's look for a fast travel point that's close to where we are. And there really isn't one, except for in the middle of this town here. But if I'm going to go there, I might as well just run all the way over to here. Because these are the guys with the big money, with lots and lots of cash on them. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. Let's go, Roach. I wonder how many crazy places we just happened to encounter. Whoa! Sorry,
That's it,
random
Roach.
person. That's it, Roach. Run them over. Ha 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 ha. Roach remembers this place. We ran through here in a race. Yes, this is not good for horses. Perhaps I shouldn't gallop through that. Alright, now we can. Now we can hurry up. Running along the shore on my horse called Roach. Drowners popping up behind me. But I'm just gonna ignore them and keep on riding forth. Try to make some money off the weird talking people. By the way, that's not reference to like real world weird, quote unquote. I'm not saying like that's a weird accent. I'm saying they're not from this area, so my character is looking at it as them being weird.
It is to see you again. Quite the pleasure.
Just don't want anyone getting the wrong impression.
What did you bring
there.
from Ophir? Mind if I have a look?
Let me see what you got there. You only have 550? Why, that's awful. What is that? Darkness. Again, I already have that. But the more of it that I have, the more that show up. So I have a whole bunch of them in my inventory. See, I got these cool looking outfits and I can't use them. They're pointless to me. They're worth so much. I mean, that wasn't worth much, but... And he's officially out of money, but I am no longer in any kind of danger of being
Take care now.
over.
Go, and in the world glory, its never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
Farewell. Fare thee well. Now. Alright, guys. Let's find the fast travel point. We will turn this mission in. And then on my own time, I'm going to bounce around and I'm going to do... where the hell am I going? I have to go way down this way. But in my own time, I'm going to do some exploring. I'm going to check out what like these other question marks are and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do any like these regular missions Only if there's missions or treasure hunts or anything like that, it's just going to be things I happen to find out that are at random. I'll stick to these main down DLC stuff. I'll keep them on the channel. Come on, let's get to Oxenfurt. Let's go and meet up with her. Hand this stuff in. Ba-dee-beam. Pam pam aram. Pam 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 aram. Pam 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 aram. What are you guys? What are you doing in the dirt? What are you doing? So the Redanian soldiers are drunk. Whoa. Hello, Adela.
Avenged your friend.
I knew you'd succeed, puss peepers. I knew it. Go on, out with it. Who was the bastard?
John Bow, what's going on? John Bow saying, I'm back.
Bastards. Brethren of the Order of the Flaming Rose.
What you do to them? Scald them with hot irons, pick out their eyes, skin them alive.
No, just killed them.
Oh, so handsome and so boring. Here, puss peeps, your gold. Ought to be enough for an ounce of
It's going to be like 200. Let's place your bets. Place your bets. How much is it going to be? I'm saying 200. I'm saying 200. 200! Hey! That was a total guess.
You're a right
His
good
Majesty
chap,
King
puss
Radovid is a
peepers.
stern ruler, but a just one.
Okay. Hey, buddy. Alright, you know what? I'm going to talk to the barkeep real quick.
One drink all I have.
Just on the off chance that he's selling,
Oh, I remember you.
What's going on, Marmar?
What would it be?
Just in case he's got Gwent cards. No, but what does he have? He has Mandrake, which I need. Cherry Cordial, which I need. Maka Hama Haka Maka Haka Maka Spirit, which I need. I don't know if I need the Nilfgaardian Lemon, but we're taking it anyway. And Temerian Rye, I don't know if we need it, but we're taking it anyway. And look! You won't buy that stuff? You won't buy my stuff? Come on, man! Dude, you suck. You won't buy any of this crap. Marmar. Real name Nick. Don't fault me if I tend to not remember that. My memory is kind of bad. Like, especially when I run into a lot of people online. And just so you guys know, I'm going to be bailing out in a couple minutes here. I'm just going to finish this stuff up, sell some crap, and then I'm going to be jumping offline. Look at all the fist tech. And that's all it's worth. 55 things of fist tech, this is all it's good for. Look at all the money that this guy's got. I think it's just because I sold him all that crap. Or I mean, I bought all that crap off of him. What is that? Ashes, sheepskin, candles. Orders to attack Bowden. Sure, don't need that. Yeah, it's like I look up and I realize I'm like, oh, I'm right back down to like 500 and something gold. And I'm like, how did that happen? Well, it's because I just bought all these things from this guy, forgetting how expensive it is. Oh, the boar pelt. Jonathan Bow saying, I'm watching this and Naruto. I never got into Naruto. Not because I don't think it's any good or anything. It's just one of those things where it's like I never really watched it, so I never really had a chance to get into it. And I like a lot of anime. But I think since I tend to not have a hell of a lot of time, like I don't have a whole lot of free time, like it's like I end up not being able to give myself a chance to get into a lot of things. Okay, this guy's got nothing else that I need. Tell him to take care. And then let's remember, we were also given a couple things for Roach, and I don't think... Ooh, that's even better. What is that? 5% chance to find additional herbs. Cares. However, this is pretty sweet. So I'll sell these 3 eventually. All right. So I'm going to have to wander around town. I'm going to have to go to the armor and sell him a whole bunch of stuff. I would love to be able to just go through here and kill all the witch hunters. That would be great. But unfortunately, can't do that. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to bail. Because I wanted to watch the UFC that was from this afternoon. And I totally didn't realize that it was an afternoon show. So, fortunately, it's being re-aired now on FS2, so I'm going to watch that. But, anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for popping in to the chat and saying hello. It's good to see all you guys. John Bo wants to know when I'm posting my band tour schedule. Our tours... they're probably going to be one day at a time on odd weekends. But actually, speaking of which, we will be playing our first show on June 10th. So it's probably going to be pretty rough because I don't really have every single line of the lyrics that I've written memorized. Because we're going to be playing way sooner than we initially intended to. Oh, I'm right on top of where to start the... Or to start the other mission.
What are you looking at?
Well then. But yeah, so, but we're doing it, it's, the show on June 10th is going to be a benefit show, for someone who my bass player is, like, best friends with. The guy that the show is for, it's a memorial show, because his friend had passed away, unexpectedly, so, it's a charity show to raise money, for an outreach program in Philadelphia, so should be fun. It's gonna be a really weird mix of bands, but I enjoy that, you know. There's like gonna be one other hardcore band, so it'll be like us and one other band. They're like hardcore / punk, and then there's gonna be a ska band that's playing. There's gonna be like kind of more rock bands that playing, some jam kind of weird stuff, you know. John Mill, you don't have to say you're sorry. I mean, these things happen, you know what I mean? I knew the guy, but I wasn't like as close friends with him as my bass player was. Like that was like my bass player's best friend.
Maybe go fuck yourself.
You know, unfortunate situation, but yeah. But this is how we cope with it. You know what I mean? Like you take something bad and you turn it into something positive. With loss, we're able to put something together that can hopefully help others, you know, so that they don't become a loss. You know, that's what this is all about. So anyway, guys, that's what's going on June 10th. But right now, what's going on is I'm going to watch dudes beat each other up on the UFC. So again, thank you for watching. Like I said, it's always good to see you guys popping on, even if it's just to say hello and then bounce right back out. You know, it's just nice that you guys, you know, enjoy my content enough to at least just pop in and see what's up and then, you know, bounce out. Like, that's awesome. It's we have a good community going. So, those of you that are watching for the first time, if you liked it, feel free to subscribe, hit that notification button, do all that YouTube stuff. You all know how YouTube works. And until the next one, I will enjoy the fight. And peace.